Sorry I can't be here today. I'm getting my eyeballs checked. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to record how I work these problems out, and you can watch them at your own leisure. So not only will you have a set of the fully solved problems, but you'll also have step-by-step instructions. I'm going to do these in 15-minute sections, so that way you don't get too overwhelmed. I am assuming you have already completed the work, and that you will pause the video as you need to check your work. For question 1, it says find the midpoint. And the midpoint is where is halfway between these two values. What is halfway between -6 and +6? What number is halfway between? That would be 0. So my 0 would be my first value. What number is halfway between -5 and +6? That one's a little more interesting, isn't it? So I'm going to use the formula, and the formula says you take the two components, so y1 plus y2, and you add them, and then divide by 2. So -5 plus 6 divided by 2, your answer would be 1/2. That's your midpoint. So I want you to try and think about this in two different ways. One is, how far apart are these numbers? So to go from +2 to -10 is 12 units apart. Halfway would be 6. So if I start at 2 and I go up 6, or sorry, my bad, down 6, I would be at -4. And if the conceptualization isn't good, then I use the formula, which is take the first value, add it to the second value, and divide by 2, and that's +4. For the distance, basically we want to find the slope first, and then put it in the distance formula, or you can do it all at once. So I'm going to show you both ways, okay? So first I'm going to find the slope, y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. We're pretty good with that. Okay, so that's the slope. What I would put in the distance formula then is 5 squared, so that's the horizontal change, plus -12 squared, and that's the vertical change. And now I would use the calculator to find my answer. And remember that you have that calculator on the iPad that the district picked for you because it's awesome. You need to put the 12 in parentheses, and the final answer is 13. Put your answer in the calculator until you can get 13 out, and play with your parentheses. Now, if you don't want to do the slope first, if you just want to do it this way, well, it's kind of the same thing. It's x2 minus x1 squared plus y. There we go. Yeah, because x2 is positive. y2 minus y1 squared. So what have we got? We've got the square root of 16 squared plus 3 squared. And then if I put that in my calculator, the square root of 16 squared plus 3 squared, I get a decimal, 16.28. You keep trying it in your calculator until you can get the same answer. Are my triangles congruent? And if they are, how do I know? Well, I have a side, another side, and another side. These are congruent by side, side, side. I have a side, an angle, and an angle. These are side, angle, angle. I have a side. I have the vertical angle. The bow ties always make vertical angles. And I have another side. So this is side, angle, side. And then I have an angle, right? I have the shared side, and I have another side. So I have angle, side, side. Oh no! We're not allowed to use that one, remember? So what you would say is not enough info. Okay, so now we're down here and we have an angle, a side, and an angle. Okay, angle, side, angle is acceptable. And here we have side, side, and that's it. All they gave us was 2 pieces of information and we have to use 3. So not enough info. Neat. Well, we're just plugging along here. Order the sides from shortest to longest. So if I want to go the shortest side, I'm looking for the smallest angle. My smallest angle is 39, therefore my shortest side is EF. My medium angle is 54, therefore my medium side is DE. And my biggest angle is across from my biggest side, which is DF. Now that's from shortest to longest. For number 12, the shortest would be JK. Try and figure out why. Medium would be LK. And then LJ. It's okay if you write the letters KJ instead of JK. That's fine. Can the numbers be the measures of the side of a triangle? Okay, so we take the 2 smaller numbers and we add them together. 15 is greater than 11. Yes. We take the 2 smaller numbers. 16 is greater than 10. Yes. As long as the 2 numbers are greater than the third, you can make a triangle. This is that remote interior question. The exterior angle is equal to the sum of the interior angles. 125 is equal to 106 plus the missing side. And then we simply do the algebra, and x, or question mark rather, is 14. Go ahead and pause the video, check your work for number 16. Number 16 works the same way as 15. If you didn't set up an equation, you did something wrong, so pause the video and check it out real quick. The exterior is the sum of the interiors. We're going to combine like terms. I'm going to subtract the 8x. And I'm going to subtract the 1. So 3x equals 33. X is 11. As a follow-up, we should know how to substitute these values in. If I wanted to find the size of angle S, I would say 1 plus 11 times 11. That's the number I just found. So this angle is 123 degrees. Don't forget that after I find my value of x, I can still also find the measure of the angle. In fact, that's what you have to do in number 17. So if you didn't finish number 17, go ahead and pause the video and finish it up and then start back up again. My exterior angle is equal to the sum of the interior angles. $85, 5x plus 25. You know why I'm subtracting the 25. You don't know why I wrote a 3, and neither do I. Now here's the challenge. I'm not done. It says find the measure of angle R. Okay, so R is 3x plus 14. X is 12, so 3 times 12 plus 14. And I'm actually using my calculator because it's the end of the day and my brain hurts. It's 50 degrees. So if R is 50, and the two interior angles add up to 85, then that means this angle must be 35 degrees. Well, if we did it right, which I'm pretty sure we did, and we substitute in that 12, 2 times 12 plus 11, I bet that'll give us 35. 24 plus 11 is indeed 35. We did our math right. Nothing better than that. So I'm going to go ahead and stop the video here. We're at the end of one concept and beginning of another. So I don't want your little brains to be overloaded, and mine needs a break. So check your work from the first 17 and then go to the second video.